Hey guys, okay, we're gonna do another video here on surface area, and hopefully you've watched the last surface area videos, but this one's focusing on triangular prisms. So we are talking about 3D objects, an object that you can maybe hold in your hands or maybe it's bigger than you. But this one's gonna be created with a base and a top that's made of a triangle, and we want to find the surface area. So we want to find the area of the entire outside part of this object. And you know, my drawing skills sometimes get a little messy when it comes to these 3D shapes. So what I've done is I've already printed one out that we can kind of analyze and look at together. So this is what we're going to look at. Now, if you want to pause the video and sketch this in your notes, I would encourage you to do so. It's good practice. I often end up practicing myself kind of drawing these. So take a moment, pause the video, and draw the object, please. Once you have it drawn, let's take a better look at this thing. Notice it's three-dimensional, and notice the top and the bottom, if you look at it very carefully here, are formed by triangles. And what we are going to do is we are going to find that surface area. So let's focus on the top and bottom first. In fact, I'm going to write here top/bottom. All right, the top and the bottom are formed with a triangle, and I'm kind of looking at the bottom, and I'm thinking maybe we should start there. The bottom has this dotted line in the background, a right angle, and it looks like this if I highlight it. What I'm going to do is I'm actually going to draw that over here. It looks something like this, and here's that right angle. Now if I want to label the dimensions on this thing, it looks like it is 8 miles long. It's long, 8 miles. It looks like it has a length of 10 miles over here. And if I wanted one more dimension, the third side, I can actually figure it out by looking up here. It looks like it's 6 miles across. So it looks like this is 6 miles. So first, let's just find the area of that top and bottom piece. So area of a triangle we know is base times height divided by 2. We've got that memorized in our heads. We've learned that earlier in the year, which means we need a base and a height. We have 3 dimensions on this triangle, but we really only need 2. And we know that height comes from that 90-degree straight up angle. So the height must be this one right here where the 8 is. So if that's the height, then the base must be 6. Those are the 2 numbers. I don't think I'm going to need that 10 at all. So my area is going to be base 6 times a height of 8 divided by 2. So there's our math that we need to do. So we know 6 times 8, we can multiply that together. That's pretty fast for us. So we know take 6 times 8 and then divide it by 2. And I'm going to show you something. Some of you guys are doing this in your calculator, and that's totally fine. Just if you're using a calculator, and this one you really don't need a calculator, but don't type it all in one step. Don't type in 6 times 8 divided by 2. Just do the 6 times 8 and get your solution to that first. Then divide by 2. Like I see a lot of students just typing it all in one long string, and then you end up with the wrong solution a lot of times from your calculator. So just be kind of cautious of that. And because I'm typing it in, I also want to show it on paper. So we got 6 times 8 is 48, and we divided by 2, and 48 divided by 2 is 24. So the triangle has an area of 24, square miles, if you really think about it. But that's just the top and the bottom. We have more work to do. Now we got to deal with all the sides. So let's kind of continue on here a little bit. Let's go ahead and look at the side that is on the right here. This one right here. And now things are getting a little messy for me. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a colored pencil here, and I'm going to shade in that side. I'm going to focus in on this orange section here. There we go. And I'm going to, since I'm looking at it, and to me it looks like it's on the right currently, I'm going to call it the right side. Or I guess I should call it the right face, technically. And that right face looks like it's a shape of a rectangle. It looks like this. And if you look carefully at its dimensions, it looks like it's an 8 by 3. 8 miles by 3 miles. So 8 times 3 is 24. It has an area of 24 square miles. Oh, interesting. Same as the triangle. That's funny. So that's the right side. Now, how about we focus on the back wall of this object, that back face. I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to shade it in, this time in kind of a blackish gray color. this can be kind of the back wall, back here. And to help me out, I think since this one was the orange one, I like to color code all this and kind of keep track of everything. So there's the right one. Now let's do that back wall. And I'm gonna make some room maybe off to the side over here. I'll call it the back face, technically. And it looks like, if you look at that black thing, it looks like a black rectangle. So we're gonna draw it like that. Dimension-wise, it looks like it's 6 by 3. So it's a 6 by 3 rectangle. And 6 times 3, if we multiply that together, is 18. So it's an 18 square mile area. So that's the back face, which I'm going to shade in. There we go. And then we have one more face to deal with, and that is this one right here, if you can still see it, hopefully. In your hand drawing, it might be, it starts getting messy as you're doing these. Sometimes it gets hard to do. I'm going to shade that in kind of this purplish blue color. Right there, if you can see it. So one more, let's call that the left face. Left face. Again, it's a rectangular shape, looks like this. Dimension-wise, it looks like it's 10 long, so 10 miles long. And then if you look kind of carefully at it, let's see, it's got to be over here. This has got to be the same as here, so it's got to be 3 miles tall. So it's a 10 by 3, which is an area of 30. And I'll shade this in to match the color. Sweet. Okay, so now we have found the area of the top, the bottom, the right, the left, the back face. We've got all the different sides, so to speak. So now we just got to kind of total this up and get a grand total. So we're going to write down at the bottom here, total surface area equals. And we are going to add all of this up. So you can start wherever you want. Let's start with all the sides here. So we've got the back face was 18. Plus the left face was 30, plus the right face over here was 24, plus the top and the bottom were 24, so we have two of those 24s, the top and the bottom. And then that's it. We just got to add that up to get our answer. So total surface area equals 18, we'll just put this in. This can be kind of quick. 18 plus 30 plus 24, 18 plus 30 plus 24 plus 2 more 24s adds up to a grand total of 120. So our total surface area is 120, and we're going to say square miles, miles squared. I'm going to write over here total surface area, and that is our answer that I'm going to circle. So I hope by the time you're watching this video, you're kind of catching on that whenever we talk about surface area of an object, we're just going around the entire object, looking at all the different faces and finding the area of each face and then putting that together for a big total answer. So it's really a matter of being able to look carefully at the picture. And I like to do this. I really like to sketch out each face and like shade it in with like a colored pencil so I can kind of tell the difference. And then just add it all up, get that grand total. Okay, there'll be more videos. Thanks guys for watching, and I'll see you next time.